It's Tuesday, and it's time for Weather with a Beat. Honolulu, 82 and sunny. Seattle, 68 and sunny. 66 in Portland and clear. 70 in Reno with sunshine. 67 in San Francisco. Only getting up to 63 in LA. 77 in Las Vegas. 81 in Phoenix. 73 in Albuquerque. All sunny. Sunny in Denver at 70. Sunny and 67 in Salt Lake City. 62 in Omaha, Nebraska, and clear. 83 degrees in Topeka, Kansas. 82 in Oklahoma City. Texas, sunny day. Amarillo, 86. Houston, 90. Dallas, 85. New Orleans, 88, bright sunshine. 84 and sunny in Little Rock. 84 and sunny in St. Louis. Showers in Chicago, and 59. 72 in Indianapolis, but sunny. 85 and clear in Atlanta. Along the East Coast, 88 in Miami. 77 in Charlotte. 84 in Roanoke. 82 in the nation's capital. 76 degrees in Philadelphia. 69 in New York City, all clear. And 71 in Boston, their high for the year, and sunny. That's Tuesday's Weather with a Beat.
Daybreak USA, I'm Jet Williams, and you are in the jet stream. Just enough thrust. Despite a feverish rally by the Warriors, the Rockets hold on and even up the NBA Western Conference semifinals at 2 games apiece with a 112-108 win in Houston. Game 5 tomorrow night in a place called Oracle. Eastern Conference semifinals, the Bucks take a 3-1 series lead. We call that a commanding lead in the sportscasting business, beating the Celtics 113-101. NHL playoffs now, Eastern Conference semifinals first. Boston wraps up their series by zipping up the Blue Jackets from Columbus, a final score of 3-0. Western Conference semifinals, the Avs force Game 7, knocking off the Sharks 4-3 in overtime. Now to another sport Happy Gilmore excelled in, golf. I wonder how that medal's going to look on that green jacket. President Trump awarded Tiger Woods the Medal of Freedom in a Rose Garden ceremony yesterday. The president said Tiger is back on top after ending his 10-year major drought by winning the Masters last month. Tiger, just the 4th golfer to win the award. Major League Baseball will start first in the National League. The Reds dwarf the Giants 12-4. Cards get over on the Phillies 6-0. Padres beat the Mets 4-0. Going now to the American League board. The Yankees win. The Yankees win. The Yankees win. Deep 6 in the Mariners 7-3. And Baltimore beats the Red Sox, a final score of 4-1. Now that sound means that the jet stream has passed. I now look down at my watch and see that it's plainly 35 minutes after the hour here on Daybreak USA.
With a recession ending, if you've been putting off building your business, now is the time to act. General Steel will meet or beat any price on a pre-engineered steel building of the same size and specifications. Act now, before steel prices go up. So call us today for free information.
Call 800-965-1290. 800-965-1290. 800-965-1290.
What does Meals on Wheels do? They deliver meals and smiles to homebound seniors. But Meals on Wheels does something else. They turn a volunteer's lunch break into a meaningful experience.
As small and as simple as a relationship is between a volunteer and a client of Meals on Wheels, it's really so impactful. I never thought that 5 minutes could make so much difference in the lives of 2 people, but it has.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org. That's americaletsdolunch.org. Brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies in a capsule.
I was singing in the shower, singing O Solo Mio. O Solo Mio. As I was singing Mio, I sneezed. So I'm drying up, and I sneeze again. And I blow my nose. A whole bunch of stuff comes out. I'm suddenly realizing that I am breathing out of my nose the best I've ever breathed out of my nose in years. I don't think it's a coincidence that all of a sudden now I'm breathing. What has happened in the past year? I'm on balance of nature. Little by little every day, if I experience it, I'm happy. I'm sure this has to do with balance of nature. I'm sure it does.
When you call, use discount code USA, and we'll take 20% off any first preferred order of Balance of Nature and have it shipped to you free. Call 1-800-246-8751. That's 1-800-246-8751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com and use discount code USA.
It is.
If you would do the introduction.
Absolutely. You know, I am a big PBS watcher.
Yes,
I think everybody pretty much knows that by now. This coming Monday, April 8th, PBS's Independent Lens will focus on rural drug addiction, specifically in the border town of El Centro, New Mexico. The program's directors are actually with us this morning. Welcome. Good morning, ladies. It's Laura Green and Anna Moot-Levin. Congratulations to you both on this. I'm sure this was a very difficult documentary to do.
Thank you so much. We're super excited to be here. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, you're so welcome. We can't bring enough attention to this problem. It's just a chronic epidemic at this point.
And because it affects the young, it really just hits you hard. These kids that are getting involved in these drugs, they don't even understand what they're doing to their futures on all aspects.
Absolutely. And, you know, we set out to make this film really with this idea of the old country doc, so to speak. We were interested in finding out what does it mean to be a country doctor in today's rural America that is facing the opioid epidemic without enough doctors. And what we found is that there are people on the front lines who are really working every day with people to save lives and developing amazing relationships with their patients.
That is really the old style of doctoring. Unfortunately, the big city healthcare is nothing like that anymore. Did you find, and I know you're both, am I correct in this, both of you, Anna and both Anna and Laura, you're both kids. Your fathers were doctors,
and
right?
they're both big city girls on both sides of the country.
Yes.
New York and San Francisco. So,
but my question is, oh, please continue. Continue.
Oh, I was going to say we are city kids, and we also, my mother is a general practitioner, and Anna's father is a psychiatrist. So we did both grow up hearing a lot about medicine.
And what happened to that word general practitioner?
Yeah.
It's a great question. I think that we have a real shortage of primary care providers in rural areas in particular, but also even in urban areas, there's an overall shortage of primary care practitioners because our medical system has really moved towards specialists. And I think that, you know, part of what our film celebrates is really that primary generalist, you know, that you have a relationship with, that you've been seeing for 10 years, that you can go talk to about anything in your life, because we think that's a beautiful and an important part of medicine.
I think it's one of the most important parts, certainly, and it's one that, as you said, is slipping away. What did you find? Did you find a specific difference in towns like El Centro? And I don't know a whole lot about border towns. I haven't been through one in about 20 years. But did you find a difference between those specifically the border town of El Centro, and another rural place in America, one further away from the southern border?
Well, the film is actually set, it's set in the towns of Las Vegas and Espanola in northern New Mexico. And it's really an amazing, unique part of the country in terms of a very rich, long cultural heritage that dates back to Spanish colonists from the 17th and 18th centuries. And in fact, people in the community speak a very unique dialect of Spanish that's been passed down for hundreds of years. And what we found is that the community was incredibly welcoming to us. And it's really an incredibly beautiful community, not only physically, but the people who we met had such beautiful souls. And so,
and you know
really, all
what,
the
coming
people
from
in
a
the film,
coming from a family of doctors, both of you, I know you know this. I had a friend of mine in Minneapolis, and he told me that he could not keep his practice going anymore unless they grossed $1 million a year. That was the number he needed to have a staff and his office and his insurance and all that stuff, and still carve out basically just a little bit above middle class income.
And that was 30 years ago.
20 anyway. Yeah.
Yes, he sounds just like my mother at the dinner table growing up, I think. The sort of complexity of, the medical system, of running an office. I think all of that takes doctors away sometimes from where they really want to be, which is having those interactions with patients. That's why they're physicians, and a lot of the sort of bureaucracy and the financial pressures sort of take them away from that a bit.
Yeah, it's got to be very, very taxing to say, oh, the guy in door number 1 cut his hand on a buzzsaw. The guy in door number 2 stuck a Q-tip in his ear and he can't get it out. And the door number 3
has terrible flu.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be like being in a revolving door.
Yeah, and I think, some of the practitioners, like Chris, who's one of the people we follow, he has a special program where he gets to spend an hour with patients. And that sounds like it shouldn't be so extreme, but, they have to do special funding, they have to grant write, they have to do all of these things to get him to be able to do that, And other people, Matt and Leslie, they're amazing because they go in and in 10, 15 minutes, they make the human connection, they crank through the problems, and they get on to door number 3. And that's really, it's an incredible skill, but it's a real challenge in contemporary medicine to work that fast.
We look forward so much to seeing the providers on Independent Lens. I'm, as I said, a big PBS watcher. It's interesting. I can't wait to see the culture that you both have discovered and have found to have been a nice old culture that is still being passed down. Hopefully that will continue there.
And check your local listings, because some PBS affiliates run shows on tape and at different times. So do that at pbs.org. Thank you, and good luck with the film. What a great undertaking. We're Ron Ray, and this is
Daybreak USA. Welcome back.
If you only knew what we were doing the parade.
I hope our engineer is still okay. Captain Chris? Aye, you okay?
This modern technology, Ray.
I know.
We have gone too
we're
far.
So lucky to have
We'll
had
let
it.
everybody in on the joke, because it's not good to have inside jokes on radio shows. But we shared through modern telephony, known as the interweb thing, a picture
Technology,
of the girl.
not telephony.
Well, it's partly telephony,
Okay.
you know.
Well, okay. All right.
I showed Chris a picture of the girl who killed this Army veteran who dedicated
said he
his life,
right,
would give
fought
his life
ISIS no
to
less,
this country to protect people,
and gets taken out
by this girl who has ugly on reserve. Okay.
Well, now come on, that was her mugshot. She was probably a doll when she got herself all made up.
I'm sure that she was just beautiful when she was made up. Yeah. So was Peter Boyle in Young Frankenstein. But that's another story for another time.
By the way, all right, I'm gonna pull you out before you get yourself into trouble if it's not too late already.
No.
Radio Shack is being kind of reborn, remember?
Oh, good.
Yes.
There's some things I need, and I've been waiting to get them.
Okay. It will be called Radio Shack Express. Store within a store. They're in cahoots now with 100 Hobbytown stores across the U.S.
Well, Hobbytown is owned by the Tandy Corporation, which is the original leather company.
I've never heard of. Oh yeah, I've never heard of Hobbytown. I've heard of the other hobby store, but not Hobbytown.
Yeah, Hobbytown.
Gotcha. Okay, so there'll be a store within a store, and they're gonna try it out in 100.